Hey guys, it's Lena here, and today I want to pack away all my winter and autumn clothes. So, because it's warm time now, so it's the end of the spring, and I really no longer need all those sweaters, those warmer dresses, and so I decided to make this video for you to chat about what I want to pack away for in order to unpack it, of course, in the middle of next autumn. So let's begin with the simple stuff with my accessories, tights, leggings. As you know, I'm a big fan of warm, thick leggings, and I think it's a lifesaver because it's very low maintenance piece and it's very comfortable. You can, for example, just find some longer sweater or just maybe some short or medium dress or whatever. It's easy to combine with anything and it's very comfortable and very durable because compared to just normal tights where usually the sock area, so the toe area or the heel area, they usually suffer first, so the holes, lots of holes appear first there. So if you, for example, have any holes there, it's not really advisable to continue wearing them because I try to patch, for example, my heel hole on one of my favorite tights, and unfortunately, the patch became very irritable against my skin, against my heels, so I decided just to throw them away, unfortunately. So in the case of tights, it's really a loss. So leggings are, I think, it's a must in every capsule wardrobe because you can combine them with socks, any socks you like, and as you know, socks are cheaper and easy maintenance. So for example, if you need to wash your ties, you have to wash them like in whole, but usually your sock area gets dirty first. So in the case of leggings, you can just wash socks instead. So anyways, the first I put away are my leggings and my warmer tights. Next is this cardigan, and you might already see it and notice it in my one of my previous capsule wardrobes. And this particular cardigan I only wear when I go on work trips because I pair it with my formal dress. And the reason I only wear it then because it is not very warm and it's too long, so it's longer than my winter coat. It doesn't really look great, it doesn't really warm me enough, and I think it's a piece to go away very soon if I find something instead, if I find something to replace it with. So because although it's very big in my closet, it doesn't hold its purpose, unfortunately. So anyways, I'm still keeping it just in case, but as long as I find replacement, it will go. Next up is this cashmere green dress, and it's a neat one. And as you can see, as you might notice, all my clothes is uh, inside out because this is where I always store my clothes for a longer period, and I always, before I wash my clothes, I always turn it inside out because this way it damages less. And for example, when I open my wardrobe, when I open my closet, I always know if any piece of clothes is like fresh from the wash because it is still inside out. So this piece I really love because it's cashmere, it's very soft, it's very nice, it's very warm, but unfortunately this hood as you may know, I just don't like any like it's a hood. It's not like particularly hood. It's a color, something stuff, very long one, very bulky one, and it doesn't look more modern, unfortunately. So, and unfortunately, I cannot adjust it without this color, unfortunately. So, anyways, moving on is this sweater, turquoise. This is a brand new for me, and it's secondhand, and I haven't worn it yet, so I have nothing to tell you about it, but I'm going to pack it away because I hope I won't need it in any foreseeable future, like at least in 4 months forward. So next up is this sweater. This is also neat. This is handmade by me, and it is ridiculously warm. It's maybe 100% wool, and it gets sometimes a little bit itchy because it's wool, but I don't really enjoy the color. So it is like khaki military green, and it doesn't suit me very well, although the cut, so the style is good, and it is too warm. So for example, if I know I go somewhere to a restaurant, to a coffee shop, I know I would be too warm, too hot in this, so I only wear it when it's very cold outside, when I have no other option, or just the layering option. If I know that, for example, it's -20 Celsius, and I'm going to have a walk in the park for like 2 hours or so, so this is the thing to go to, but um, otherwise, so I just keep it in case of very extreme coldness. So next up is this green cardigan. So it's a very simple one, without buttons, without zippers, but with pockets, then this is a plus. And I really love this cardigan because although it is 100% synthetic, it is polyamide with polyacryl, I think, and it is ridiculously warm, so it's very nice, and it's very comfortable to wear it inside, and when I go outside as a layering piece, it is very nice. But unfortunately, because it is very synthetic, it it stretches like hell, really. It stretches so fast, and so it has lots of this fluff, lots of fluff appear on it, like I don't know, by the day, I think. So after, for example, I'm wearing it for 2 weeks or so, it looks like an old rug, and I really hate it. So I'm planning to wear it maybe when I go outside, not when I'm inside, and to use it as a layering piece because I really like the color. So it's like it's dark turquoise green. It's like it's a mix of blue and green, and I really like the color. It suits me well, but unfortunately it can look very raggish in a very short time. So yeah, so I'm going to keep it definitely, but I haven't worn it this season, and but maybe next season I'm going to wear it anyways. So next up is this. I don't know how to say it, but this is knee warmers, probably like. They are mostly popular in my country. They're popular with grannies and grandpas, but I'm the kind of person that gets cold knees very fast, even if I'm wearing very warm and thick leggings. So for example, in Russia it can be like -15, -20 degrees Celsius, like it's on average in during winter, and even the thickest leggings cannot protect me from the cold. And unfortunately my winter coat is knee length, and so my knees are exposed, and to protect them, to warm them more, I sometimes wear these extra warmers on my knee area. They are very comfortable. They look okay because I have high boots, and even if you don't have high boots, I really recommend you buying other, or like something like this, or just leg warmers and use them as knee warmers as well. So this is for me very, it's a very essential piece of my clothes, winter clothes. And yeah, and they, I think they are wool, probably something close to 100%. So they are great. I love them. So I also have two pair of high socks. They're very thick, they're very warm, and I used to wear them with my rain boots, with my high rain boots, and for example during this mid-season situation where we have a lot of melted snow on streets, and it's all wet and dirty, and you cannot just wear rain boots on its own, because you'll get very cold. But now I have shorter rain boots, so I haven't worn them during last season, so that you know the last winter, and but I still keep them just in case. You know, you never know, and they are very nice. So next up is this scarf. It is, I think it's also wool, or maybe cashmere even, or some cashmere cotton blend. It is very soft, very nice, very lightweight, and also very old, so it has maybe faded a bit. It has a lot of fluff that I really I take care of it every season. I used to shave it a bit, if you know what I mean. And I really like it. So when you have this open color, this wider color on your outerwear, it is very, very nice to have a thicker scarf. Um, I really love it. So next up are gloves, some gloves. So I'm not going to comment on that, that you know, all know what gloves are. So next are these two hats, and maybe some of you notice that I don't really like to wear hats, and so I keep them just in case. For example, if I go skiing, or if I do something active outside during winter, or in case any outerwear doesn't have a hood, or if it has like thinner hood. So yeah, this is a fleece one, very lightweight, not very warm, but you know it keeps you warmer if without. And this one is a hand knit by myself again, and unfortunately it looks warm, but it isn't. So it was a very big. I was disappointed, you know. So, anyways, we have a few things to go also. So I also pack away, as I already said, my tights and leggings. Here is my white cashmere or wool dress, and it is very old. I purchased it in Italy many months ago. I think it was maybe 2008. Very long ago. And unfortunately, it stretched a lot. It got thinner. It got more transparent. And so the only reason I use it is when I go to the gym during winter, so I put my gym clothes and next I put this on. So it keeps me warm when I go, when I'm outside, and the minute I'm inside, I just take it off. So this is the only purpose of this dress, and maybe some of you can comment that it's not enough purpose for me, but if I still use it, if I have room for it, I can keep it, I think, because it is totally fine. And if I no longer need it, I think I will get rid of it very fast. So it's not essential, but it's nice that I have it. Next up is this sweater. You could notice it in my maybe January or February or March capsule because it is very nice. It's a relatively recent purchase. I bought it in January 2022, and surprisingly it was very warm. So it's like that green cardi. So it is almost I think. So the continents are 50% of viscose, 30% of nylon, 15 polyester, and 5 wool. So as you can see, it's uh, not great ingredients, as you can say, but anyways, it is very warm. It was very inexpensive. I like the color, although my dog's fur it's like it sticks like a glue to this sweater, and it shows a lot. But I really like it. I think it will. I had to save it as well in order to prepare it for the next season because it gets just shabby very fast, unfortunately. But I'm really looking forward to wearing it next season, and so now I'm going to pack it away for good. So next up is this, and yet another cardigan. I'm a fan of cardigans. So this is the blue one. You could see it in many of my videos because it is my homeware. I really like it. It is wool, but unfortunately it's not that warm. So for example, comparing it to my green cardigan that I was able to wear during spring, during winter, with extra layer outside, this one, well, it's not warm at all. So I'm able only to wear it when it's not very cold outside, unfortunately. But I still like it. It's very easy maintenance. I like the color. It suits me very well. And it's very loose, so it doesn't get very sweaty fast. So I think I tend to wash it only maybe once a month. And talking about the thing I'm wearing constantly, like every day, I think it's a very good result. And it's secondhand, so it cost maybe like, I don't know, $4 or $5 or so, and it was a good purchase, I think. Yeah. So, and the last thing here is this sweater. Also, I was wearing it alone during this cold seasons, and I think it is also synthetic. Unfortunately, I don't have any tags because before I used to like got rid of I used to get rid of all of the tags because they were itchy. And this one, it's very warm, very nice, very easy maintenance, but I really hate that the length of here is 3/4, and it's very strange length for a winter piece. So anyways, that was my whole put away winter colder seasons wardrobe. Of course, I kept some um, thinner sweaters and jeans still unpacked, still unpacked for colder spring or even colder summertime. So stay tuned for my next capsule wardrobes and see you very, very soon. Bye bye.